Alright guys, we're out here today at Beaverdam Swamp Reservoir in Gloucester, Virginia. Do a little bass fishing today. It's, what's it, April 13th, 14th-ish, I have to check. Fish are kind of in between bedding and getting off beds. There's already a wave, it seems, of some post-spawn fish that have started to move out, but we're gonna look shallow today to see if we can find any on beds, and if they're not on beds, we're gonna catch some cruisers and target some isolated cover in the back of the coves there that they seem to get on right when they get off the bed. So stay tuned, we'll see what we can do today. There's a few fish that sit here this time of year, so try to hit some isolated stumps and some laydowns and stuff they got laying around here. It's overcast right now, it's pretty hard to see anything, but the wind is blowing some, so the bite will be a little bit better. That wasn't a great cast. Started out pitching around a Peg Texas rig, turbo crawl by Z-Man, green pumpkin orange color. It's got a 4/0 wide gap hook on it. I hope the sun comes out some. It'll make this sight fishing pattern I've been on lately a little bit easier. But there's a fish. Oh my god. He nailed that sucker. I said dunk. I don't know if he just got him that time. Don't have my net ready. First one of the day. Not even a pound, but still a fun fish to catch. He was pulling drag. I gotta tighten that some. Alright guys, first fish of the day in the boat. Missed it right by that stump. I threw back in there and he clobbered it. Wasn't a pretty hook set, but it got the job done. Tighten my drag up a little. Ooh, felt like a bite. That's definitely a fish. Pretty nice fish. Get my net ready. Maybe a pound. Looks like it has a little scar on it from where it's been bedding. Alright, thank you, fish. Second fish of the day. Just came in the same stretch of stumps here. It seems to me I catch another nice fish, nice fish. Oh my god. Get in the net. Let's go. Look at that one. Look at that one. Oh. Look at that one. This guy's on the dock over there just said, oh my god, he just caught another one. I almost got away from me. Nice fish. All right, just under 3.5. Solid fish. Get some of that blood off it. take a Snapchat real quick. All right, third fish of the day, 3.5 pounder. Alrighty, third fish of the day already. I think it's been less than 15 minutes so far. Literally this first stump field by the ramp. It gets overlooked by a lot of people because of how much pressure it gets from the locals and all that, you know, either fish from the shore, rent a john boat and all that. But this time of year when they stack up like this in the stumps and the shallow flats and stuff, they like to spawn around these stump beds. And even if they're not spawning, they're getting set up and stuff to spawn. And if you get a combination of that with this wind coming across this point here, it's game on. Oh man, I just threw a cast out to mess with my reel for a second. And this guy slammed it. Teeny guy. Alright guys, well I guess that's gonna be the intro to this first cove here. I see a stump right there I missed. I wish I hit that. So we just have come into here to this first cove, and what I'm doing is I'm just visually looking for targets using my sunglasses in the water that I can pitch this thing to. So it's not very deep right here. It's only about 4 foot, and anytime there's a dark shadow in the water, I'm pitching my crawl to that and just shaking it for a second. So my kind of rule of thumb when it comes to wacky rigging is anything I'd say less than 6 feet of water. There's some exceptions sometimes, but anything less than 6 feet of water, I'm more than likely throwing a trick worm or something similar that has a very slow fall rate, so I can fish it more methodically and I can control it a little bit better in the shallow depths. Anything over 6 feet, the trick worm just falls too slow. And those fish that are sitting on the bottom in 6 feet, it takes a really long time for that trick worm to get down there. So I'll throw a traditional Senko type bait. There's a bluegill who just hit my worm. Looks like a turtle was behind me. And my worm went from there into there and it never disappeared. That's how you know that's a small fish. Pitching out here at the end of this tree. It's a little bit deeper. I'll have to wait a second for that worm to get down there. I waited and it paid off. Checked my phone, came back. Full boat flip this guy. No! No! I can't get that worm. It's a lost cause. Dang it. It's a chunker. It was on the end of that tree there. I just pitched my trick worm out there and just waited a second, checked my phone, let it sink. He hit it on the fall. Probably about a pound-ish. Pretty fish though. This pollen's making it even trickier to see. Fish. Don't throw my worm, don't throw my worm. Oh my God. I'm gonna run out of worms before the day is over. He wanted it, he wanted it. All right, I'm gonna stop recording for a second and mess with him. Yeah. Fish. Nice, decent fish. Good God. Come on, fish. Don't Feel my worm. In the mouth. Thank you, fish. My goal for the back of this pocket is to catch one on the frog. Or maybe my whopper plopper. I haven't quite decided. Oh, there's a fish. That's a nice one too. That's a nice fish. Get out of there. Get out of that log. Oh my God. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here. Oh, it looked a lot bigger than I thought it was when I first ate it. But still a good quality fish. Still a nice quality fish. Alright, so I moved back out here towards the main body of the reservoir, and there's a little bit more wind than there was in the cove, so I put the wacky rig down and picked up the Texas rig just so I don't quite have to see things quite as well, and I can just feel around for them. So I really can't see these stumps well at all. So I'm kind of just blind casting until I come up on top of one. I'll try to stay off it and pitch to it. Just crawled that thing over that stump. Fish. Pretty good one too. Oh, went to swing him. I should have just netted him. Oh man, that sucks. It's probably a 2.5. Fish. Pretty good one. I'm gonna try a boat flip like I'm pretty good. Yo! Bam! Come on! He looks spawned out. Big old head on him, long and skinny. Just working my way to the back of this cove, just hitting any isolated structure I see, whether it be laid down trees, overhanging bushes, really whatever. Something that a fish might hold to. There's a fish. Stop swinging. Come on out, hook. I got too much tension on the line. Come on out. There it goes. Thank you, fish. See a lay down right here. Throwing my worm to the end of it. And there's a fish. Just came up and grabbed it. Textbook. Oh my God, that was a nice fish. That was an extremely nice fish. I think I'm gonna fish this pocket and then go to the other side. Looks like it's not blowing quite as much over there. See if we can catch one on there before it sees us. Yep, got him. crazy how much easier they bite. That's a nice fish too. When they don't see your boat. Sorry guys, I know that wasn't the best angle there. I'm gonna weigh it real quick and then get it back on this bed. The bed's right there. If I can get a weight on it real quick. I hope you can see that 284. Nice fish. I would think it's bigger than that, but thank you, fish. I was just about to leave this side of the shoreline here where the wind's blowing to go get out of the wind, and said, "Now I'll just go up here and fish this pocket real quick." Went down like 10 more yards. Fish. Oh. What I was saying was I was trying to get up here to this pocket. I went down like 10 more yards, saw a bed. I wasn't quite on it yet. I threw that worm in there. I saw a big old shadow come up. The worm disappeared. God, this guy's hooked good. And sure enough, 2.84, pretty much a 3-pounder. This guy's the very next cast. Still can't get the hook out. Come on. There he goes. Thank you, fish. Alright guys, we're gonna start making our way out of here. My motor's starting to die. I don't know what happened there. So I'm just gonna steady putt my way out of here. Ooh, and try not to hang my frog in every bush I can. You know what? I'm not gonna throw the frog. I'm gonna throw the whopper plopper. Just because we're moving non-stop. Alright, let's try this again. I'm heading out of here because my motor's about to die. So I'm just going to throw this whopper plopper as I drive. There's a fish on the whopper plopper. Boom! I don't know if you could see it on video, but just was cruising out of the stumps and throwing the whopper plopper as I was leaving. Oh, poor guy. Hold on, buddy. Okay, now I can get those hooks out of him. He's trying to. I'll take these out first. There's one. There we go. Alright, thanks buddy, that was fun. First topwater fish of the year actually for me. Here we go again. Another one. Oh my god. Another one. DJ Cody. Pretty solid fish too. Let's see if I can get it out without the pliers. There's one. The other hook's in my finger. Holding this guy so tight, trying to not make sure he doesn't flop. There we go. And another one on the whopper plopper. Oh my God. He missed it. God, that fish missed it twice. I hope y'all saw that. That was a nice fish. Well, I say nice fish. Terrible cast. One more cast and put my wacky worm in there. Good God. How would you miss it that bad? How do you miss it that bad? Where's my wacky worm at? Where's my wacky worm at? Missed it twice. I hope y'all could see that. There he is. Oh, broke off. That is the worst luck you can have right there. 2 missed fish on the freaking whopper plopper. He bites the wacky worm as a backup, and I break off. Alright guys, just doing a little exit video. I actually just deleted the one I just made by accident, so just giving you a little rundown of what happened today and everything that we threw and where we fished and all that. But fished at Beaverdam Reservoir, Beaverdam Swamp Reservoir in Gloucester, Virginia. I know there's a Beaverdam Creek Reservoir somewhere up near Farmville or somewhere like that. But anyways, it's kind of what I consider my local water. I live here in Gloucester, so I know that reservoir very well now. Started out the day just fishing some stumps right by the ramp. It's kind of like a local, like, gets pounded by all the John boat renters and all that, but there's still a few fish in there, and you know, in some situations they still bite. Anyways, caught a few fish there on the Texas red crawdad. The biggest one was about 3.5 pounds, and I believe I caught that on the bed. I went kind of inched up to where I caught it and looked, and there was a sandy spot. It looked like a bed there, so I'm pretty sure it was off the bed. Excuse me. And then after that, I kind of branched out and went kind of cove hopping. And I started out in the first cove throwing a wacky worm, and I caught a few fish doing that. Tried some topwater, didn't get any bites or anything like that, any hits in there. Then I tried fishing some deeper stumps closer to the main reservoir. I hooked one on a square bill and I lost it. It looked to be a pretty good fish, 2.5, 3 pounds, maybe a little bit larger than that. I couldn't really tell. It happened so fast. But after that, I went across the reservoir to the farther coves near the dam and fished the rest of the afternoon there. And I caught the majority of my fish there on a wacky worm as well, wacky rig. And I caught one more off a bed. I saw a few more beds in there. As I was exiting the cove, my trolling motor battery was dying, but I threw a whopper plopper around and caught 2 fish right away with it. With the wind blowing and all that, the bite was pretty good. I lost a nice fish, missed the whopper plopper twice, and I threw my wacky worm in there, and I hooked him and broke my line, so that definitely stunk. But all in all, it was a great day. The bite's on fire right now at Beaverdam. I really wish I could get back out there again. I got to go back to work for 40-ish days or so I probably won't be able to make another video until late May or so. The bite's going to be slowing down. They're going to be pushing deeper by then. So all in all, a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for more videos.